Nerfing units is a tricky business because you want to please the people who don't like how aggressive a unit is. On the other hand, you don't want to upset those who already like the system where it is, who already like things where they are. So buffing is one thing. Like people say, oh yeah, it absolutely needed that, and then some people will say, oh, why did you put that there? I've been on both sides of the fence of both arguments, both buffing and nerfing. The High New Gundam, High New Gundam, why am I here? I'm sorry, I went to the wrong one. The new H.W.S is one of those units. The reload rates were unbelievably fast. It reloaded so quickly, you could not do anything to get out of its way. The same thing with the fin funnels. Now, the fin funnels on the H.W.S are relatively rare. Actually, they're very rare. There are several other units that use them, but I'll get into that later. So this thing has very, very heavy defense built into it, along with a very aggressive long-range game, or long-ranging game. A lot of people don't like that in SDGO. They prefer the close-range combat. They prefer the brawling, the melee, the things like that. And so the HWS just kind of screws with people, you know? I've known about it for a very long time. I've had all the parts for it for a very long time. Just couldn't quite bring myself to get it until now. I'm not sure why. Actually, it was just... I was at 81,000 a few minutes ago. Or, I'm sorry, no, I was at 801,000. And I was like, maybe I should just... And there's a points purchasing event right now, so 58,000, I wasn't big on... This is actually the first purchase I've made for this event. Anyways, yeah, here we go. Speaking of buffing units, they buffed the new Gundam, which has been sitting in the back of my hangar with the battery drained for well over a year. The big problem with it, the reload rates in the fin funnel mode, or the pyramid mode, as I like to call it, the reload rates were awful. You could drain, I mean, don't get me wrong, both weapons fired fast, and you had a lot of ammo to play with. But if you decided to drain those ammo clips, it took you 2 minutes to recharge them. Just one of them. So basically, that was half the match that you had to wait in order to reload a common bazooka or a common beam rifle. It's pretty screwy. Well, a lot of people complained about it, and they fixed it. They buffed it. Just recently for a North American server. It desperately needed it. Now, as opposed to a 2-minute reload rate, you now have approximately a 1-minute reload rate, which is not bad. Which is actually not bad. It's noticeably slower for a bazooka or a beam rifle, but it fixed the problem. You can actually tolerate it now. So, yes, the new Gundam now has I never had anything against the setup on the new Gundam. Yeah, bazooka, my rants there. But, the new Gundam, not bad by any stretch. It was not a bad unit. Okay, that's what I thought. Oh, by the way, why is that in Korean? Just saying. Need not say anything about the original Gundam, whatever. Where are they? There it is. Oh god, this thing just... Oh god. Why is it the crap units that never fix them? Why? Such as the Super Gundam, which should be a multi-mode unit, should have homing missiles on it, Yeah, anyways. The ones you want them to buff, the ones that everybody wants you to buff, and they don't buff them. Don't ask me why. Let's see, which way am I going? I'm going the wrong way. Meh. I got this after G Generation, so it had been nerfed a little bit, so don't care. I've got Zeta Awakened, that's enough for me. Alright, I forgot I've got special effects turned down a bit, so it doesn't look the same. Always wanted one, just Can't remember why it is I didn't get it till now. Oh well. You really expect me to purchase this thing? You really expect me to purchase this thing? Not really. No. I don't care if it has a reload up. Dumbfire usually has a reload up. Why, I don't know, but yeah. Beam Saber, Beam Machine Gun, great, but I'd rather keep it this way. It's more defensible. I have no idea what to set these up. I'm happy that they fixed this. The percentages that things go up, and the fact that you can only reduce, well, in this one, the 10% dash boost reduction. Unit attack only by 9 points. Is that really going to make any difference? You usually notice it around 15 or 12 or so, but 9? These percentages are really small. Now this one you actually notice, because, oh look, bullets! Beams, shield, no, the percentages are really small. And you can't really get very flexible because all... Okay, anyways. Where am I going? I don't expect to do any combinations with this, so yeah. And we already went over that. If I remember quickly, it's one of the shoulders, the shield, and that thing. Should have put it on the boob. That would have been a good place to put it. And I'm guessing, yep. I bet the yellow disappears. What's this? Oh, okay. They kinda did, kinda didn't. Well, it looks like the coloring's pretty similar, and then the red parts, blah, 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 blah. Unfortunately, I had to color my Hi-Nu and my new Gundam differently from each other, so it's going to be tricky to match that up. Actually, that's already... okay, whatever. Yeah, that's pretty much what you end up with. And sure enough, it does look like it. Okay, so yeah, if I have to paint it up, that's what it's going to look like. Now, if I decide to go differently from the blue scheme, what would I do? Well, let's see. Like, don't get me wrong, that looks nice, just the way it is. But you know, I want the red up here, and then yeah, I suppose I could put white here. That's what I want. I wouldn't know how to do that. Like, I would want that to be black, but there's already a lot on there, so... Because if I put white here... oh yeah, then I would want to put red. So I'd probably want to do something like this. But, you know, it wouldn't match up with the regular new Gundam, so whatever. Remember, Ava, don't transform. Good reload. Just by itself, without the skill, good reload. Long-range beam cannon already, I can tell that's nice. And it penetrates. Homing missile. I don't think this knocks over, I can't remember. Oops. Ravenous little shits, aren't they? Yes, they are defensive fin funnels. Yeah. Those disappear fast. It's that stupid funnel nerf we got in G Generation, that's what it is. Do I really need to demo this? I guess so. Oh look, you can't knock over drones in training mode. Good melee for a paper. Lag. Come on, do the third one. Jeez. Nine shots. That's actually a little slower than average for your normal beam or your normal bazooka. Well, it's got the same firing rate though, but doesn't have the range. Wow, goes out to long range. "15 shots and holy shit, look at that reload rate for a Gatling weapon. Holy crap. That stupid T again. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You tell me this thing has, what is that? It's got sniper scope tripod, or is it bipod, legs on it, steady, or stabilization legs. Why does it have that? 20 years I've known about this thing and I didn't know that. Obviously it doesn't become spammable until you get the reload up on it. I don't know why, but I'm getting an air of the enhanced double Zeta off of this. Which, had all the right weapons on it, but just, I don't know, something screwy about it. I'm guessing melee mode will boost farther. Because, swords you have to boost longer as opposed to having a longer boost duration to avoid a sword unit. Interesting, same duration. Well, it's got almost all the weapons I like to use on it. Bazooka is meh, whatever. Of course, just like any other decent paper, it has a higher vertical jump ability on it. Of course, when you combine that with the horizontal dashing, you run out of boosts so goddamn fast. So, yeah. But, right, I can't transform back. Right, but I suppose with the whole long-range thing, it's not an issue. Long-range beam cannon knocks down, penetrates, and paired homing missiles, they all reload very quickly. Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty good trade-off. Nice long reach on the beam saber, by the way. Why did I get this? At this point, I didn't really need it, because one of the things I noticed was that the new H.W.S gets outshined by the regular S-rank Gundam. So why I got this, I'm not entirely sure. But still, I'm not entirely disappointed that I have it. I'm just pleased to have it, period.